keep a running list of pregnancy side effects that absolutely terrify me. As if the nausea or the cankles weren't enough, pregnancy symptoms can start to sound like horror movies when kaleidoscoped, can become shattered stained glass and bloody Palm Sunday. Like, did you know that while pregnant, all of your teeth can fall out like rainfall, like gunfire, like a nightmare come alive, and labor is nothing more than an undoing. All the different types of tearing and stitching, watching your body become origami orchestra must be God's plan after all. I read a story once about a woman who had a stroke while giving birth. The baby turned her brain into a bomb site. She wasn't even given the grenade to pray to, and I could have stopped at the swollen feet and vomit. There should be no need to explain any further because any of these symptoms are enough to want an abortion. In 12 of these United States, abortion is illegal in every case, including rape or incest, no exceptions, meaning there are victims who spend more days in prison than their abusers ever will, meaning there are women forced to meet their maker twice, first at the hands of her rapist, then at the hands of her government. In Texas, a man walks into a courtroom and calls the forced fetus a blessing, then watches all the bills bend to his will as if he cares how the buoy breaks or if the baby drowns. In Ohio, a woman miscarries in a public toilet and they name her a murderer, try to give her a prison cell to die in for a second time. In North Carolina, abortion rights are hanging on by their umbilical cords. Our bodies, a political playground, reproductive care, a bargaining chip, a southern simulation. How backwards to be so pro-life but a death warrant walking. Someone once said, if men in Congress could get pregnant, abortions would be available at ATM machines. And I would raise that and say if those men could get pregnant, abortions wouldn't even be called abortions. They'd be called something like completions or executions. They would be celebrations and joyous occasions, and they would be free in the back rooms of bathhouses. Accessibility is but a fairy tale to the oppressed, to black women who were never getting the health care they needed to begin with, to a black maternal death rate 3 times as high as our white counterparts, to a society that still sees us as breeding farms, as slave and mother, as mammy monster. So whether we die of childbirth or back alley botchery, it's of no consequence to the colonizer. They never cared about black babies to begin with. And when it was my turn at the clinic, in a room full of unexpecteds, there was not a single smile or ceremony. I only felt the bigots at my back. I only felt the shame that wasn't mine and the stigma stitched to my skin. I cried and felt stupid about it. I cried and felt guilty about it. And I was just a girl, just a woman, just a body trying to survive in a world that wants me dead. And if our deaths ain't enough for them to care, I don't know what the fuck is. In 12 of these United States, abortion is illegal in every case, including rape or incest, no exceptions. None of these laws mention the life of the person carrying the fetus, as if it's not even worth addressing, as if we don't even matter. Any reason to get an abortion is a good enough reason to get an abortion. Our bodies are the last things that belong to us. You will not make a martyr out of my marrow. And when the dust settles and the smoke clears, our wombs will have the last word, because where else is there to begin? Thank you.